Are they epic? What would you describe them?
Pancakes?
Yeah.
Pancakes are always epic.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Meat's Plant-Based Kitchen. Today at Food Fitness U, we are whipping up some pumpkin pie pancakes topped with maple syrup, raw pecans, and a maple creme fraiche. And let's get into it. Getting started, we are not using any eggs today. We are using chia seeds. And to make the egg out of these, we're going to use 3 eggs in this mix. And so that's 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. And then it's 3 to 1 for water. We're using filtered water, and you want, since we have 3 eggs, we're going to want 9 tablespoons. And then use a whisk or a fork to make sure it all gets mixed in properly. And then we're gonna let this sit for 3 to 4 minutes. It'll thicken up to an egg-like consistency in a little bit. And while that's going, we're gonna get the dry mix ready to go. In this bowl, I have 4 cups of Bob's Red Mill gluten-free pancake mix. And then we're going to add in some pumpkin pie spice. We're doing just over a tablespoon. And then I also add in some cinnamon and just about a teaspoon or so. And then mix this up. And set this aside. We'll combine everything once our liquid mix is ready. So now that our chia egg is starting to set, it's nice and thick. Doesn't look like an egg, but it'll act like an egg. We're going to add some vanilla extract. I like to measure by the cap. So we're going 3 capfuls. And then a cap of apple cider vinegar. This will help raise your pancake, fluff it up. A full can of Libby's pumpkin puree. And then I'm using almond milk. You can use whatever milk you desire, or water if you wish, but I like to use almond milk. And depending on how much flour you add, depends on how much liquid you're gonna want. We're close to about half the container of almond milk. And give this a good mix. You want the pumpkin puree to incorporate fully. You don't want any chunks. And once you have it all mixed up, we're gonna add this to the dry mix. Keep mixing. And make sure you have a little extra almond milk or water ready nearby in case you didn't add enough to the liquid mix to start, which it looks like I did not. And you want the batter to be a little on the thin side when you first mix it up. Once everything sits for a little bit, it does thicken up. And our batter is now ready to go. And as long as our pan is hot enough, we'll go straight to the pan. I like to use a cast iron skillet. It helps retain the heat really nice. And then when these get nice and hot, they'll start to smoke a little bit. That's when you want to add in your little bit of olive oil or coconut oil if you wish. And then make sure you let the oil heat up fully before you add anything else to the pan. Now that our pan's nice and hot, we're gonna go ahead and add the mix. I do have a portion scoop to help make sure it all stays the same size. And this batter's a little thicker than usual, so you kind of want to make sure you push it all the way in, make sure it doesn't just lump up like that. And then also, because we're using a pumpkin pie filling, you need to let it cook a little bit longer, or else it's going to be just like pumpkin pie in the middle, if that's what you want to go for. But I still like mine to taste and have the texture of a pancake. So now that we have some perfectly cooked pancakes, we're going to top it off with a maple creme fraiche. This is one of my secret recipes. I'll be putting it into a cookbook eventually. And you can do this however extravagantly you wish. And then some grade A maple syrup. And then some raw chopped up pecans. And there we have it. And then we also serve this with a side of fruit. And it's a perfect October breakfast.